Good morning, welcome to Frank's School. Look at these two guys. This is the 6-year, 71st day, first video. These kittens were abandoned, and my wife and son just couldn't leave them there. That one's Tiger, female. This one's Blaze. See the blaze on his forehead? She just couldn't leave him. People do that here. They'll just abandon cats along the road. Now these hadn't been there very long. As a matter of fact, I think no sooner had they been let out than my wife and son came along and found them, because they're so tame and they don't seem to be particularly traumatized. But anyway, I've got more cats now going to be showing up, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm Gloss. This is Gloss once again, and I'm making commentary on the work of Frank at Frank's School up to the first year, 13th day, second video. You met Blaze and Tiger. All right, in that part, since I was last here, Frank, me, the other, my other alter ego, takes his viewers upstairs in the barn to see the set that the Shakespearean troupe used for so many productions. That was like 5 years ago, and actually, it probably looks a little bit worse now than it did back then, because I've just neglected it. I've been working outside on really building an entire village, yeah, I'm about cat. Ah. Oh well, I'll just leave that in there. I managed to catch it. Didn't destroy my camera. Well, you don't see that every day. Anyway, I'll have to watch them. Yeah, I'm about to turn my attention to that. When the weather gets cold, I am going to go in there, and where I work, it usually gets nice, but I just haven't worked there. But in those videos, I talk about the Shakespearean troupe, and I obviously was and still am proud of that. I don't think too much about it now, but I'd like to sort of revive something like that and actually put on Shakespearean plays in that venue. I think it would be perfect for it. I talk about a museum, the Old and Other Ways Museum, which you could search that, and you could probably find a description of it. Now I don't really think of myself as making so much a museum as a school. At a certain point, I realized this wasn't just going to be a course. This was going to be a school, Frank's School. And what I had thought of as a museum, I now think of as the Camp Ranch campus of Frank's School. Two other things to mention. I've now taken my students not only to, Italy and India, Afghanistan, but to London. In the clips about the Rose Theatre in Shakespeare in Love, they saw London around the year 1600. And a lot of what I'm covering here, I maybe could have said that this was a gloss on introducing Shakespeare. In the school, the way I used to set up that year, the first week or two, about 2 weeks, kids immediately got a lot of Shakespeare. Not only As You Like It, but also Romeo and Juliet, and then Twelfth Night, descriptions of these, and the theater and all that. And they could get the idea, oh, we're just going to be studying Shakespeare. And they probably liked it. But no, that's about to end, and there'll be quite a long dry spell where there's no Shakespeare as we do other things. All right, finally, why did I use that clip from The Man Who Would Be King? It was because of the abbreviation IE, which I had just taught in setting the notes up. Id est, that is. And these two scoundrels that want to become kings, well, they have written up a contract and they use very official language, and there it is. They said IE. And usually I've got some student that's listening close enough that they pick that up. All right, I guess that's all for now. Boy, this guy, he about destroyed my camera. All right, we'll say bye. Go. Bye for now.